I want to introduce myself Dhanraj Arparcha, social science teacher in Sainik School, Bijapur. Today, I heartily welcome you all to my geography class. Cadet, today we will discuss about some geographical terminology. So in that part, I want to show you the geography textbook first. So this is the textbook for geography prescribed by NCERT and for the CBSE schools. So textbook in geography for class 9. This is the cover page of our textbook. In this textbook, we are going to talk about the 6 major chapter. In that, today I am going to discuss with you to make you a easy learning. The first chapter name is India's size and location. For your more understanding, I have divided the chapter into the 4 subtopics. The first topic is talking about India's location. In this topic, we will see about the location of our motherland, our country. Next, we will see about our motherland size. Then next, we will talk about India and the world. The India and the world relationships in the trade, in the commerce and many more areas. And last topic, we will discuss about India's neighboring country, how they are managing their affairs and all. So let's start the introduction first. As you all know about that, India is one of the ancient civilization in the world which focus about you to the past one. That means we are moving into the past and talking about the Indus Valley civilization. Thus, in India, we are having the major sites of Indus Valley civilization, Harappan civilization, Mohenjo-daro civilization, and many more. And it has achieved the multifaceted socio-economic progress during the last 5 decades, which means about in the area of social and economical progress, we have achieved lot many things in the last 50 years. Moving further, we will see about that India has achieved a remarkable progress in many fields. For example, we have here some few points: agriculture, industry, technology, and overall in economic development. Moving to that, agriculture, it means about that many major reforms has been taken and modernization of Indian agriculture system. Second, about in industry area also, large scale industry, small scale industry and many more industry has developed their major status and they supported overall to the economic development with the help of technology. As you all know, you already studied in 8th standard the Silicon Plateau, which is situated in Karnataka, Bangalore, which is the hub of all technological inputs and output. Next, India has also contributed significantly in the making of the world history, which means about in number of ways, in number of areas, just like the literature, scientists and many more things, India has contributed to make the world history by creating and achieving many more status. Moving further, first we will see about our country's location. As you know, India is a vast country and complex in nature. So next we will talk about the India is lying in which hemisphere. So here it's clearly stated about that India entirely lying in the northern hemisphere. To understand more about that, where is the northern hemisphere, where is the southern hemisphere, we will see more. So here this is the figure I captured you from the textbook. That's a figure number 1.1, India in the world. So this is the world map. With the help of the latitude, longitude, equator, we are talking about here India is lying where. So here you all can see about that the world. In that the India with the help of the yellowish color is here. So this line is dotted line is representing 0 degree, which means equator. So equator is here. So if equator is here, so you already know about equator is the major latitude which divide the whole earth or globe into 2 almost equal parts. So that is called as northern hemisphere and this is called as southern hemisphere. So India is lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. If we will see from this dotted line, you can visualize from here that India is lying in the northern hemisphere. So in the MCQ also you can have the more question about that. India is lying in which hemisphere? So option will be there: northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern or western. So your correct answer should be the northern hemisphere, and the reason is like that: it's above the equator. So it's falling entirely in the northern hemisphere. Moving further, we will see the latitudes and longitudes. So what are latitudes, what are longitudes? With the help of this photograph, we can understand easily. First, we will go towards the latitude. So latitudes are the sleeping lines which are moving and parallel to each other. So this is our Earth's structure, and this is the imaginary line, latitudes. So these lines which are moving horizontally, they are latitude. Then moving further to talk about the longitude, these are the lines coming from the North Pole to the South Pole. The lines running from the North Pole to the South Pole, they are called as longitudes, and they are called as meridian also. So if we are understanding this latitude and longitude, so the question arises here, why I am talking about here the latitude and longitude? It's clearly to make you more understand what is the latitudinal extension of India, what is the longitudinal extension of the India. So here we will see the latitudes, how and where India is situated. So moving further to see about the location of India and its mainland extent. We are here with the latitude 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north. So first we will talk about the latitude. So latitude, as I stated to you, 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north. Going towards the longitude, we are having the 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. To have a more discussion on that and to make you fix in the outline political map of India, so that you can understand about what is the latitudinal extension, what is the longitudinal extension. Moving further, in the next slide, we will see about this. Next, the Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer is also one of the latitude which divides India almost into two equal parts. So moving further to see about that, how and where it is dividing in which way. So it's outline map of India. In that you can see about this red dotted line. Here it is written the Tropic of Cancer. This is the Tropic of Cancer moving through the India and dividing India into two parts. This is one of the latitude. It's clear? Then next we are moving towards to see about the latitudinal extension. So here it is 8 degree 4 minute north latitude here. Then we are seeing slightly moving up and seeing at the top over there 37 degree 6 inch north latitude. Here from the Gujarat side we are seeing about the 68 degree 7 minute east. This longitude and extending to up to here, up to the Arunachal Pradesh, we are seeing here 97 degree 25 minute east longitude. So framing India into the longitudinal extension and latitudinal extension, and plus adding more on that, this Tropic of Cancer is dividing India into almost two equal parts. So the question arises here, why I made this states into the brownish or yellowish part. So these are the following states from which the Tropic of Cancer is moving. So let's see which are the states from where the Tropic of Cancer is moving. Next slide please. So let's see the states, and which are the states we are going to see in the next slides. So the next slide is speaking about the states which are Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. Moving to the next, we are going to talk about the India's islands. So the India's islands are two, which are Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands. So to the southern east and the southwest of the mainland of the India, we are having the two islands, and these are the Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, which are respectively lying in Bay of Bengal and in Arabian Sea respectively. With the help of the India's outline political map, we will see this one. Now in the next slide, we will see about, this is the India's outline political map. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So where are they? So this blue circle is talking about the Andaman and Nicobar here, and expanding to this shows about that these are the islands are there. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So they are in Bay of Bengal. Moving to the next to see about the Lakshadweep. So this is the Lakshadweep Islands. Then we are talking about here. So again this black circle focusing to this one, and in an expanded manner we are talking about this coral islands, which is also called as the Lakshadweep Islands. So moving further to discuss about the islands of India. So we are having the two islands. Here we are having Andaman and Nicobar. Here we are having Lakshadweep Saboo in Arabian Sea. This is the India's mainland, and the mainland here in Bay of Bengal, Andaman and Nicobar is there, and in Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep Saboo is there. So my focus is major is about that. Every time whenever the map skill or the map activities are there, so children are locating and labeling in an incorrect way. They are placing Lakshadweep here, Andaman there. So this is the major concept you have to understand and get to know about that. So Lakshadweep Islands are in Arabian Sea. If you are having any problem about that, you can refer to this Gujarat and this coastal line. If you are having any more problem about that, so you can have a Kerala here. So Kerala side here, so Lakshadweep, you can have a clear picture of this. Then the next Andaman and Nicobar, you can have Tamil Nadu over here, and then Bay of Bengal, you should remember this. Moving to the next one, we are having one interesting aside. This interesting aside is talking about that the southernmost point of Indian Union, Indira Point, gets submerged into the water. And the major reason was that the tsunami. Tsunami means the earthquake under the water. In 2004 tsunami, that the southernmost point, Indira Point, was submerged under the water. This is the do you know point to you. So that was unknown to you, now it is known to you. So now I ask to you, do you know this point? So you can speak about that. Yes, you are knowing about that. In 2004, during the tsunami, the Indira Point has been submerged under the water. Next, after talking about all this presentation, in this presentation, whatever we have talked about that, we will see the overview. So in this overview, we will recapitulate whatever we studied about. So in this chapter, India, size and location, we have taken the first point, location of India. In that, firstly, we talked about the introduction of our motherland, our country, India. Then next, first topic we discuss about in the location. We had seen with the help of the map, India lies in the northern hemisphere. That means India totally lies in the northern hemisphere. We had seen the latitudinal extension of India. We had seen the longitudinal extension of India. So here the question which is very important, which will come in examination for 1 mark. For 1 marks, what is the latitudinal extension of India? Otherwise, what is the longitudinal extension of India? So in that you have to memorize this one. This is going to be fixed in your mind. You have to remember again and again the latitudinal, longitudinal extension of India, and you can get easily 1 marks in the final examination. Then next, we will talk about the Tropic of Cancer, which divides India into two equal parts. As I make you understand, how many states are there, or it can be a jumble one, or it can be more option. So 4 options will be there. In from which state of India the Tropic of Cancer does not pass? And suppose the answer is that Jammu and Kashmir, it is given, does not pass. So Jammu and Kashmir, the one of the option will be there. So you will select Jammu and Kashmir because you know from Jammu and Kashmir the Tropic of Cancer does not pass. Because Gujarat is there, Rajasthan is there, Madhya Pradesh is there, and Jammu and Kashmir. The 4 options are there. In that, which is the state from where the Tropic of Cancer is not passing. So Jammu and Kashmir can be the answer. If it is going to be Himachal Pradesh, you can tick to that one because you know from these 3 states the Tropic of Cancer is passing. Then the next point is about, we already talked and discussed about the southeast. We are having the Andaman Island and Nicobar, and in the Bay of Bengal. In the southwest, we are having the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. So, this is the facts and figure of the chapter number 1, Geography, India's size and location. In this all PowerPoint presentation, I made you to understand about the India's location, where it is in the world. Then we talked about India's location in the form of latitudinal and the longitudinal. Then we talked about the Tropic of Cancer, then we talked about the islands and so on. In this presentation already I discussed with you to make you understand in examination what the question are going to be asked. So don't think about this chapter is all about the facts and figure and talking only about to memorize something and to forget about that. This chapter is speaking about our motherland and to discuss about our motherland extension is from where to where. So as we had seen from in the latitudinal, longitudinal, then how the climate is going to be changed with the help of the Tropic of Cancer, we have seen then these 2 islands and many more. Lastly, I want to tell to all the cadets, please copy down all this point in your notebook, and after that you have to memorize a little bit about the latitudinal extension and the longitudinal extension and the states from which the Tropic of Cancer is passing. The next point, Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie in which area and where? That's the Bay of Bengal. Then the Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea. The main reason I'm talking about this, in the map skill, in the map work, 1 marks will be there. Locate and label the India's islands, Andaman and Nicobar. So at that time you should not get confused. You should properly locate it and label it. So finally we are summing up with the video and talking about all the good things of our mother country. So in this video I request all the cadets to please go through this. I've shown you the cover page of book also. The cover page is also available in this PPT. With the help of that you can directly go to the NCERT website and download the PDF and you can read it. If you are having any query, you can please let me know about that, and with all your query I am going to discuss that all doubts and difficulty in the next point, and in the next presentation we are going to talk about India's size. In that presentation I am going to brief you about that, what is the India's size in the world, and we will discuss many more such interesting concepts. Just I added the very interesting aside, do you know to you, just in 2004 Indira Point has been submerged under the water due to the which situation, which disaster? So tsunami was there. Before 2004 nobody was knowing about tsunami, what is tsunami. So 2004 was the first year to introduction of the tsunami, so you have to memorize that facts also, which can appear in the MCQ or 1 marks question. In which year Indira Point was submerged under the water? So the correct answer will be 2004. It can be due to the which natural calamity or the disaster the Indira Point was submerged under the water, so the answer will be tsunami. So with that all the facts and figure, I thank to all the cadets and I request you please copy down this all the overview in your notebook and please memorize the fact and figure which will make you to understand our mother countries, the latitudinal extension, and in the next video we will see about India's size. Thank you to everyone for watching the videos and please don't forget about to copy it down. Lastly, in this PPT, I thank to all the cadets staying at their home also. They are watching this video because it's very important. At home also, you can watch my videos and get the learning to be possible. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind.